Okay, hello dear friends, good evening, and this video I try to make this video to clear up my mind and clean off my thoughts. So it's a beautiful, beautiful afternoon, and we drove out because it's such a beautiful sunshine day, and winter has coming to an end, spring has come, flowers start to blossom, and the blue sky, just a very precious and very rare day after a few cold days. So it's kind of disrespecting, and it's I just feel bad, and my family, we feel bad to stay at home inside. So we drove out and with friends. So I was just thinking, sometimes I received a friend's email, and as I was sitting in the car and checking my email, I did not drive, of course, with family. There are people in the family to drive. Okay, so I read some messages about being lonely and cannot find friends, and do not bother to spend time and spend energy with friends for whatever reason. Anyway, I am not making any judgment who is right, who is wrong. I'm not making any suggestion if you should make friends or not to make friends. I am only making this video, doing this blah 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 to clear up my mind. And there are times our life is filled with chaos, and there are days just not a good day. It happens all the time, and sometimes it's a good day, and sometimes it's just not a good day. And we have all experienced it, and we all know it. There are days nothing works right. You want something, something is not right. You want a friend, friend is not there. And you want to open up a machine, manage a machine, the machine does not work, the machine does not work. You want to open up a computer, and that program does not work. And you want to try something new, and just does not work. And you try to paint something, do something, and try something new, just does not work. This is one of these days. This is one of these days I am experiencing. So there are times things beyond our control. We just cannot control it. And I also read a message. One friend mentioned that life has put so many things distracting and made his life very hard to handle, very hard to focus on something. I will not go into further detail because I respect your privacy, and I will make it very general, so that with this kind of generic description, you can associate your own problem with and make your own thinking and make your own judgment. So the first thing I think is, like always, you need to clear your mind and focus on yourself. There are things that is beyond your ability, that is asking too much of you. For your whole life, you make effort and trying to be the best of yourself. You make effort to make the best of yourself, to be the best of yourself. You make your strength into your advantage, make advantage of your strength. And sometimes you make advantage of your weakness because that is your specialty. That is something that nobody else have. Nobody else has. And whichever way you try your best, make sure that you have to accept yourself. Sometimes something is yours. Sometimes something is not yours. You have to learn to say no. And this is what I am struggling with. So today I made one decision, that I say no to something. It is hard to say no. For example, a message. A very kind person send you a message and asking you something, and you make your effort, but at the end you understand that your ability is not enough to fulfill that request. It is better that I say no to the request than hanging around and say, okay, I will try, I will make my effort and see what I can do. You hurt by saying no. Yes, you will hurt other people, but you will hurt people even more if you do not say no. And you will not only hurt other people, you will hurt yourself, because the rest of your life, the rest of your day, the rest of the week, the rest of the month, well, you will keep on trying to do something that is so hard for you and not giving other people result and learning something. And the other people will be waiting long and very long, still not having a result. How about you just say no right now, right here, and make an end to the pain. So this applies to other things. Learn to say no and take action. The action is to stop doing something that is beyond your ability. Stop doing something that hurts you. Stop doing something that deteriorates your ability. Stop doing something that weakens your strength. So say no and take action. Another thing I feel is that, let let me take care of my video first. Excuse me. This part is quite, it's not very good quality of video image. And okay, I delete it. And understand yourself. If I can, a lot of time our life is filled with chaos. One thing is that we say no to that situation. And sometimes it is not easy to say no. And it's beyond you to say no. Something small, you can say no. You ask me to answer something I cannot answer, I will say no. You ask me to reach something that I cannot reach, I will say no. Because this is within my ability, I can control. But there are things that is beyond yourself. For example, this is your job requirement. You work with other people. You have other things that is beyond your control. I am a teacher, I know. I try my best to help my student, but there are times it's beyond my ability to change them more than they can be changed, more than I can change them. You help other people, you have patience, you want to help, but their problem is bigger than your ability. Their problem is bigger than the ability of other people wants to cure them. Then it's beyond your ability. What can we do? We have to live with that situation. A lot of time, we need to live with a chaotic situation and just live with it and try to understand how I can live with that situation and how to. It seems I am trapped in my own logic. Anyway, let me try as much as I can to explain myself and to sort it out. There are situations that is beyond your ability to handle, to solve, and you need to live with it. And one of the things to make you easier to live with that situation is just feel the pain. Just understand and accept and feel remorse, feel pain, feel sad, feel discouraged, feel despair, feel that you are a loser, and feel that is part of the process, I think. Just by letting your heart to feel the pain, letting your heart to be heavy, it's a self-generating or self-healing process. This is what I think, because a lot of time in our life there is problem, and you just cannot solve this problem. And you have to live with the problem. I just feel pain. I just let myself be sad. And I cannot cheer up with those problems. If another person come to say to me, okay, calm down, cheer up, it does not help. It is a very empty and heartless comfort that I do not appreciate, that I cannot appreciate, because it helps nothing. You don't come to me to say, okay, cheer up, this is not a problem. This is a problem. The only thing at that moment I can do is just feel the pain and feel the sadness and let this bitterness come out to sadden my heart, to bitter my heart, to put down my heart. And I feel that is part of my healing. That is part of my effort in solving this problem, because there's nothing else I can do. The only thing I can do is to hurt myself by feeling the pain, to pain myself by hurting myself. Yeah, this is as much as I can, and adapt to that situation. Make sure you are at the very best of yourself. And even in the worst situation, even when you cannot do anything to others, you cannot do anything to yourself, one thing you can do is to calm down yourself and rethink about the problem and think what is you can do, what is beyond yourself. Because at the end of the day, you can do what you can do to make your teeny tiny little part in that problem to be a little bit better. You can, if the situation is distracting, you can make yourself a schedule that is away from that chaotic situation, that many people situation. You can rearrange your time. You can look for a new place to use your ability. If the job you are doing right now make you unable to exercise your skill, your ability, look for a new job, look for a new place, look for a new environment. If you do have ability, if you have good ability, you do not need to be afraid of it. It might be pain to say bye-bye to your comfortable, established situation. But just think, if this established situation starting to cause chaotic in your life, starting to cause pain in your life, can you live long with that pain? Is that worthy that you pain yourself, that you make an effort and give yourself inconvenience and discomfort and look for a new situation, look for a new environment? Start new. Is that worth it? If it was it, then make the effort, pay the price, pain yourself. At the end of the day, your life is your life. You can control what you can control. You cannot control what is beyond your control. This may be the closest person to you. This may be the most important person in your life. But if your heart is not with your heart, nothing will work. At the end of the day, you rely on yourself. You do not rely on other people. This is as much as I can think of. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful evening. And I know you can make right decision. I don't know, actually. But we have no choice. We have to make a decision and live with our decision. And that decision have to be livable. Thank you very much. I love you. I really do.